Did you know that the first 5 minutes after potential clients reach out are really crucial? Yet most law firms take hours and sometimes days to respond to their leads. In today's digital age, that's equivalent of watching money walk out of your virtual door. My name is Daniel, and after realizing hundreds of law firms' lead responses, I've uncovered why some firms are hemorrhaging their potential clients, and more importantly, how you can fix the issue. Right now, the legal industry is experiencing a fundamental shift, and many people aren't aware of this. While referrals still remain really valuable, modern clients expect immediate responses and seamless interactions. Through my work with law firms across different countries, I've identified that traditional lead management methods are causing firms to miss out their most promising prospects. The problem isn't just about slow response times, it's an entire system that needs modernization. In this video, I'm going to walk you and show you exactly how leading law firms are using AI-powered system to capture, qualify, and convert their leads automatically. You will learn how you can implement this system that will work for you 24/7, ensuring no potential clients falls through the cracks. And this isn't about replacing your team. Quite opposite, it's about empowering them to focus on what matters the most, serving your clients. Here's what I'm going to cover. First, I break down the 3 critical failure points in traditional lead management. Then I will show you the exact framework that top law firms are using to automate their lead qualification. And finally, I will reveal how you can implement this system into your firm within days instead of months. But before we dive in, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay updated on the latest legal tech and strategies. Let me exactly show you where most law firms are losing their potential clients. After analyzing hundreds of these law firms' lead responses, I've identified 3 major failure points that are costing them millions in potential revenue. The first failure point is what I call the 5-minute window. Static shows 78% of clients end up choosing the first law firm that responds to their inquiry. Think about that for a moment. It really doesn't matter if you are the most qualified attorney or have the best track record in your area. If you're not first to respond, you're likely losing your clients to the other competitors because they've been able to contact them faster. But here's where it gets more interesting. Data show that if you respond within the first 5 minutes of receiving a lead, your chances of converting that into a client will increase by almost 400%. Yes, you heard that right, 400%. Let me give you an example. One of our clients, a personal injury firm, was taking about on average 3 hours to respond to their new leads. They were converting about 10% of their inquiries, and after we implemented our AI system, their average response time dropped to under 2 minutes, and their conversion rate jumped to 42%, and that's a 320% increase in business from the exact same marketing spend. They increased their revenue without having to spend more on ads. Failure point number 2, the qualification bottleneck. The second major failure point happens during the qualification process because not all these leads that we are getting are serious and qualified. Most firms nowadays are using outdated ways to qualify their leads. They're either having paralegals manually source through inquiries, or worse, trying to qualify every lead through lengthy intake forms. Here's the problem with that approach. Today's clients expect Amazon-level service. They want immediate answers and personalized attention. When you make them fill out a really long form or wait for a callback, it's like you're essentially telling them you're not a priority. Let me show you another case study. And this is killing your business. The third crucial failure point is what I call the follow-up fallacy. Most firms believe that if a lead doesn't convert immediately, they should move on to the next one. This couldn't be more wrong. Our internal data shows that 45% of conversions happen after the second or third contact. What we do in our company, we like to do double dials for our inbound leads. It means like nowadays, many people, when they work, they put their phones on work focus or on do not disturb. And when you double dial the contact, it will unlock that feature and you can actually reach your leads. And yet, 88% of law firms give up after their first unsuccessful attempt. Think about how much money you are leaving on the table by not implementing this small step. Now that we understand where the system is breaking down, let me show you the solution we have developed for solving these. It's a 3-part AI-powered system that will address each of these failure points. The first component is our instant response protocol. This isn't just a chatbot. It's a sophisticated AI system that can understand legal inquiries and provide meaningful responses within seconds. It's like having your best intake specialist working 24/7, never taking a break and never missing a lead. The system will use natural language processing to understand the context of the inquiry and provide relevant jurisdiction-specific responses. and it can handle multiple languages, understand legal terminology, and even detect the urgency level of each inquiry to sort them out. The second part of it is smart qualification system. Instead of using one size fits all approach, the system adapts its questions based on the potential client's responses. So, for example, if someone mentions a car accident, the system immediately asks relevant question about insurance and timing. If they mention employment discrimination, it will shift the questions about workplace documentation and timeline of events. And the last part is automated follow-up engine. This system uses behavioral analytic to determine the optimal time and method for follow-up communications. It knows when to send an email, when to trigger a text message, and when to alert your team for a personal call. So because of this, you wouldn't miss any of these leads. Let me show you what happens when firms start implementing this system. On average, our clients see a 300% increase in lead response rate and a 200% improve in lead qualification accuracy and a 150% increase in overall conversion rate. Think about how much potential revenue you are missing right now by not implementing this system, and how much more money you can bring into your firm without having to spend more money on ads, hiring more intakes, or anything. Just by sealing some of the cracks in your pipeline, you can make really big changes in your operation. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. This sounds really great, but how complicated is it to implement? The truth is, the system is designed to be incredibly easy to integrate with your existing process. The initial setup just takes about 30 minutes. You connect the AI system to your current communication channels like website, email, phone system, and there's no need to change your existing infrastructure. Next, it takes around an hour customizing the system to your specific practice and jurisdiction. The AI learns your firm's voice, your specific services, and your qualification criteria. And finally, you need around a maximum 2 hours training your team on how to monitor and optimize the system. The beauty is that it works alongside your existing staff, making them more efficient rather than replacing them. And lastly, if you're ready to stop losing potential clients and start growing your practice predictably, here's what you need to do next. One thing is you can click below to schedule a demonstration of our AI system in action to see how it works. We'll show you exactly how it works with you and your specific practice area and answers any questions you have about the implementation. And remember, every day you wait is another day you are losing your potential clients to firms that are modernizing their lead management system. The legal industry is changing rapidly, and firms that adapt will be the ones that drive. Let's make sure your firm is one of them. Thanks for watching. Peace and enjoy the journey.